G'day folks, it's DIY Guy 123 here bringing you another do-it-yourself video. Today we're going to talk about how to calibrate the NanoVNA. There are a lot of steps, but each individual step is easy, and I'm going to talk you through it. If you find that I'm talking too quickly, you can play this video on YouTube at half speed and follow along. Okay, let's get at it. Step 1, power on the NanoVNA by turning on the top switch. And we use the included guitar pick so that anytime I touch the display, I have a more granular control of display entry, okay? So start by factory resetting the NanoVNA to ensure a known good configuration. So you can press the roller wheel on the top, that's this wheel right here. It's a switch that goes left or right, or you can press it in, or you can just press the display. Press config, expert settings, more, clear config, clear all and reset, and it's thinking about it, and there, everything's been cleared. It's back to factory defaults, and you'll know it's been reset if you happen to have any of the frequency range settings configured before and now they're wiped out. Next, we're going to set the frequency range for calibration. So to do that, you click on the display, click stimulus, click start, and I'm testing in the HF band, so I want 1.8 megahertz, and then I click stop. And also in the HF band, it stops at 30 megahertz. So now I've set my range. And I also want to identify the number of sweep points. There are settings of 50, 101, 201, 301, or 401. I want the largest number of sweep points. I want better accuracy versus speed. So pick the 401 sweep points. Next, we're going to go into Calibrate. And we want to uncheck the apply button if it was checked. We want to uncheck that because you'd be applying calibration on top of an already calibrated system. Then select Calibrate again from the top. The NanoVNA comes with these special terminators. There are two gold colored ones and then one that's both silver and gold. The silver and gold combined, that's a 50 ohm load termination. Then one of the gold ones, if it's missing the center pin, it's the open termination. The gold one with the center pin, it's the short termination. So the first test we're going to do is the open test, and I'm going to screw on this open cap on the port on the top left of the NanoVNA called port 1. I'll hit the open button, and you'll notice very carefully, if you look, there's a blue line that goes across the top of the screen. So it did that, and then there was a check mark that appeared beside open. So now I'm going to remove the open and install the short screwed on there. Now you don't need to super tighten these on. You do want them snug, but if you tighten them on too hard, you will break that off of the circuit board. So now let's click the short, and you see the blue line coming across. Boom, done. Now short has a check mark. Next, we'll take the short off of there and replace it with the silver and brass 50 ohm load. That goes onto this same port, and then we click on load, and this time I'll hold the camera right here. I want you to watch for that blue line. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, load. There's the blue line going across. And load gets the check mark. Now we move the 50 ohm load down to port 2, channel 1. That's the bottom left port. And you move the open to the top port. And then we click on isolation. And there goes the blue line. And then remove both of these. And you connect this pigtail that came with the kit to both ports. Just like that. And then you click through. Again, blue line, done, through with the check mark. And then you select done, right there, done. And now it's asking you which slot do you want to save this calibration profile to. I will click empty 0, and that will store that calibration in the empty 0 slot, the first slot. Then if you click in the middle of the screen and click calibrate again, and if you go into calibrate and done, you can see this empty 0 has been replaced with 1.8 to 30 megahertz, so it kind of stores the frequency range. That's the name of it. And then if you click calibrate, calibrate, done in memory, just confirms that you are using that calibration. And you'll notice the apply button is now checked off. You want to leave it checked off to apply that calibration. So that's how you calibrate NanoVNA. And here we are. I've connected the NanoVNA, and there you have an SWR reading. I know this is kind of a long procedure, can't be helped, a lot of steps, but once you configure it, it's quite a powerful tool. Good luck with your do-it-yourself projects.